First event, of course, is going to be the Bronc ride, but I need to know something. Who here wants to see a little ranch Bronc riding on a Friday? No, hold on, I must have caught you off guard, that's my bad. I know we're still a little early. If you guys are ready to see some bucking horses, you're going to have to make a little noise, Alpine. Ranch Bronc riding, rule number one, you got to hold on for 8 seconds. One member of the team is required to ride a bucking horse in a ranch saddle, working ranch saddle, not like what we see in WRCA events. As we fly the flags, all the Bronc, McCoys, and the Lazy 8 ranches, bringing us our very first event. Also, a huge thank you to 3 Lazy S. They're going to be providing our bucking horses for tonight's endeavors. We're going to start things off with the T&R ranch. T&R. Mr. Colby Shoemaker. He's going to be the one to start us off in the ranch Bronc event. This truly is the original sport of rodeo. This is how it got started. Started with the cowboy who said, I can't be grown. And then I walked around and he said, yo, you know, I got horses that can't be rode. From that, we made our sport of rodeo as well as our ranching way of life. There's not many things that I know for a guarantee. I can guarantee that this is going to be some good watching. After they get the sound set in a hold. This is Colby Shoemaker. He's measuring that wrong ground right now. Of course, the team on ranch, Captain Mr. Anthony Newman, back there with everybody. Out of Amarillo, Missouri, Tom and Hank Newman, they own the place, so it's been operated by Anthony Newman. Established in 2007, yearly operation, look for the brand, the T&R. Make an ugly face and nod your head, Mr. Shoemaker. Let's ride. Dang it. Like I said, rule number one, you gotta hold on for 8 seconds. Sadly, that young man came down before that 8-second time frame. It's a long way back to Missouri. And I know we're not going to let him ride out of here empty-handed. How about we make a little noise for our Missouri cowboy, huh? We're going to start things off with a no score as we move to Myers Cattle. Oh, is Myers Cattle have a little bit of a cheering section over there? I thought I heard something. Oh, yeah. Riding the ranch Bronc to Myers Cattle, Mr. Cooper Bowles, Scott Myers, and team captain Brooks Myers, Reese Myers, and Levi Censored. It truly is a family affair whenever it comes down over there. All right, Mr. Bowles. He's on a horse that they call Hat Stomper. That doesn't strike fear, I don't know what will. But he's got nerves of steel. Ho Cattle Co. Newton Cattle Company. Mr. Dustin Tucker. That's going to be our next contestant. Who's boiling his blood to 1,000 degrees getting on the ranch Broncs. Out of Sulphur Springs, Texas, Who's Cattle Company out of Amarillo. They've been involved in competing this year. All right, buddy. Let's go, Dustin. Here we go. He had him started, he was making a heck of a Bronc ride too. And sadly, he comes down before the 8-second marker. So it's going to result in a no score. But I know one thing for certain right here in Cowboy State, Texas, as he thanks the man up above for one more ride. How about a little round of applause for our cowboy born in his blood? Thanks. Wild Ranch and Langford Cattle Company, being led by Mr. Logan Cook. That landed on the back of the horse. I believe. Sadly, we're starting off a little cold. He's heading up the fence, Ellis. Being on Myers Cattle Company, Hope Cattle Company. All no scores. That means that the leaderboard is wide open. Let's rock! There we go. There we go. Pick him up, set him down where he can hear you now, Alpine. Like I said, rule number one here around for 8 seconds. We've got two of the very best ranch raised cowboy judges down there in the dirt, giving us our scores. They're awarded on difficulty of the horse, and also the degree of aggressiveness, control, and exposure dedicated by the rider. You put those two things together, and you ride bucking horses like this, you get scores like that. How about 77 and a half for our first ride? Is what's going to start us off. I like it. The ice has been broken. As we go to Santa Fe Land and Cattle and Singleton Ranches, Mr. Tanner Hart. You got to be 78 points or more to move yourself in the number one position. Let's roll, Tanner. Whoa, big rare. Whoa. Holy cow. That horse has dinner plates for feet, and it was about 6 inches from his ear right there. That is a scary way to get off, and that is not the recommended procedure for dismounting a large farm animal, I'll tell you that much. All right, so I'm hearing now that Singleton Ranches was the 77 and a half. All right, so I'm just now being told 77 and a half was the Singleton Ranches. Correct, CJ? Yep, coming up over there. Was that White Oak just then? So this should be pedigree and white, correct? Pedigree and White Ranch, being led by Mr. Casey White, Parker Schmidt. That's who's climbing on the back of the 2,000 pounds dynamite, looking for somewhere to explode. He measures that Bronc crane. It is so incredibly important that you get the correct measurement. You get too much, you get back over. You don't give him enough, you come over the top like we just saw a minute ago. But whenever you do everything correct, you have a possible score of 100 points if you do everything right. together and the stars align, it looks like a beautiful dance. All right, so this is Pettigrew and White, led by Mr. Pettigrew and White, the captain, Mr. Casey White, of Parker Schmidt. That's the one who's climbing on the back of the Bronc right now. There it is. There it is. Bingo. That's what we're looking for. Yes. Put him on the ground. I think we can make a little more noise for a qualified ride. Don't you, Alpine? Pettigrew and White, Ranch Mr. Parker Schmidt, sorry. 71 points, 71 point Bronc ride. Good cowboy. I don't mind that one bit. So, like I said, that was our first 6 contestants. We're going to see our other 6 contestants of the Ranch Rodeo at the end of the event. As we move into our very first team,